I wear a smartwatch, and you can tell that Americans are too fat because if I take too strenuous of a poop time, my watch counts it as activity for that hour, and then I don't have to get up and walk around. Homeschool dances are set up like a terrorist attack. How truly awful, unfun, off-putting, and quite frankly, borderline illegal high school homeschool dances should be, and you've tried to put that into words and tell your friends, and haven't really been able to capture the vibe, this is the video for you. They're not just bad in the sense that they're all people doing the bridge dance from that video, or people flailing. So the bridge dance is a dumb joke about that meme. The flailing I just did is legitimate dancing. I'm not doing a bit, and neither was the person who did that dance move. Not doing a bit at all. That's what they did for a dance move, to try to get people to like them and want to dance with them and think they were cool. Homeschool dances are so bad that they go beyond all of that. It's not just a room full of people who can't dance. It's not just a room full of people who are socially awkward. It is both of those things, but it is even worse than you can possibly imagine. Now, homeschool kids people ask me oftentimes, they go, what's the biggest difference between homeschool and public school? And in all honesty, I don't know, because I don't know what public school's like. I was homeschooled. So my only touchstone is through teen high school dramas of what public school is like. And it might be some fairly accurate. There might be parts that are not. But that's my only touchstone. I would imagine it's more not accurate than it is accurate. So we don't know. But when we think a dance, we think all of the things that TV and movies tell us it is. So there's always going to be bad kids doing drugs, and that might be true, but we turn everything up to 11. I've heard multiple times from people who are public schooled, went to a homeschool dance with a homeschool friend of theirs, and were like, this is way worse than anything in my public school has ever been, because we think, not we, but some of them think that's what you're legitimately supposed to do because they're dumb people. They're just freaking dumb. You've probably read The Hunger Games or watched the Hunger Games movies. Spoilers, how does Gale kill Prim inadvertently? With the 2-bomb method, and that is how homeschool dances are set up. Now, the first bomb is the dance itself, but I need to frame the dance. I'm going to talk for boys here for a second because I'm a boy. You go through puberty, right? You're like 12 years old. You start going through puberty. You start to look at girls differently. You start wanting to know how to interact with them. You know one thing at that moment, and it is that you desperately need the attention of a girl, but two things are true. You don't know how to get it, and on the off chance you manage to get it, you don't know what to do with it. You just have it now, and then you are literally just floundering, sometimes gasping for air because you're like, I didn't think far, and I didn't think you were going to pay attention. If I jumped out of the tree and landed on my shoulder and almost died, I didn't think that was going to get their attention, but it did, and now that it did, panic. Don't know what to do. This is scarier than the jumping out of the tree. Boys are like that at 12, right? Normal boys who go to public school then are faced with the harsh reality of middle school and floundering every single day of middle school till they eventually figure out how to talk to a girl, probably around early high school. Homeschool boys don't get that. The only girls that homeschool boys are around consistently is moms, sisters, and then one or two girls that maybe play Minecraft at their youth group. That usually things are segregated enough at youth group that you really don't get a lot of time to interact with them anyway. So you take those boys and you stifle them in that way a little bit. They grow up to be, 16, 17 years old, have never successfully had a conversation with the attempt to flirt with a girl and have that been done. Mission complete. I flirted with her. She maybe thinks I'm charming now. Never. Then you take all of the girls and you go, you're going to get as attractive as you possibly can. You're going to buy stunning dresses. You're going to do your makeup. You're going to figure this out. And then they all meet at this dance, this stupid gymnasium. Girls look super attractive and you Like, and you're panicked. You're 17 years old, so people expect more from you, but you're still stifled as that 12-year-old that's never successfully flirted with a girl. Boom. That's the first bomb. The first bomb is the fact that the dance exists. The second bomb is how they make that happen. So let's say you're in the 2% of people that were brave enough to go find a girl that maybe went to your youth group, maybe at your co-op, maybe you met her at the learning center, you asked her to go to the dance with you, she said yes, boom, you have a date. You're now literally a head and shoulder above everybody else there, right? But no, you're not freaking a head and shoulder above everybody else there, because they separate the room with all the guys making a big circle around everything. They teach you how to box step or waltz or do something, and then you do it. And then, do you know what happens? Then, because there aren't enough boys there, the girls take turns and cycle through the whole room clockwise to where you maybe had enough balls to ask a girl out, and now you're dancing with your sister's best friend who scares you. Second bomb goes off. You barely had the wherewithal to ask the one girl out and interact with one girl. You've been preparing with that. You went over your lines in your head. You went over your freaking conversation starters. You're like, these are the things she likes. This is what I'm going to do. All that's out the window. You're now cycling through girls you've never met without the social skills to pull that off. Homeschool dances should be a crime. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like. I really appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment, that helps a lot. Watching, sharing with a friend. If you are homeschooled and you want to be able to tell somebody about what a dance were like for us, show this video. And if you weren't homeschooled and you were wondering what dances were like, thanks, I really appreciate it. Okay, now I'm going to double Thor kick the camera. Watch.